Genius.
Local
Genius.
Local
Genius.
Local
Genius.
Local
Genius.
Genius.
Yeah, I'm fucking with the feng shui.
We out here.
Local geniuses, I'm Wisdom.
Shout out to my man Joe Budden with the hand rubs.
This is
The Joe Budden hand rub. Hey man, shout out
Nah, it's Local Geniuses, Wisdom, Chris 3000.
Chris
here.
3 Stacks.
And we got music shit in front of us.
A lot of music shit. Some expensive music shit.
Alright, yeah, so bro, this is simple. Let me find this shit. And it's beginning to look a lot like
Who is it?
Christmas. I mean, it's so many different versions, but this particular version, let me see if this is the one. Nope, that ain't the one. It
John Sinatra.
is.
John Sinatra looking at it. Jaboni is Sinatra looking at
I'm gonna try my
nigga.
best to just withhold all my checks.
This will be interesting. See what
I'm
you
trying
do.
to navigate like how I want to cut it, cause of the arrangement rhythmically.
The MPC guide. This nigga be flipping shit the way niggas wouldn't even, like, it wouldn't even cross their minds to flip shit.
It's a science and an art to sampling. Like listening to music, knowing what to grab. Sometimes you could grab something that you won't even knew had potential. You wouldn't have known had potential.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's all about like
Do you just
having
like,
that ear to catch certain shit.
do you just like, you just listen to shit and then something will jump out to you? Something will just like,
Yeah, hell yeah. It always has a way of like finding you, bruh. You won't
Because
even
like
be
I
paying
think
attention.
right, because I think most people, I don't want to say most people, but like a lot of people will just like listen to the main part of a song and take that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, versus like finding that something that was weird or something that was
Yeah.
out of place that
It's like, yo, if you study great producers, it's like they can kind of guide you through their work of
Yeah.
like what they sampled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so many great samplers. It's about finding like diamonds in the rough, really,
Yeah.
and never stopping that whole digging in the crates mentality.
Right.
Cause this shit is so much music, bruh. You gotta think, aside from all of the music that was released, like through record labels and shit, it was music that was released independently or music that was released like they only did like a small select, so it's like very rare shit. A small amount.
Facts.
I'm still trying to cut this shit.
Chop it up. Chopping samples, man. That's a
It's
skill,
tedious
man.
with this, but it's worth it.
Yeah. She got some Rick Ross vibes, like
Yeah.
it's those type of hat,
Possibly.
drums and shit.
Hold on. I actually just like this one by itself. I'm gonna just fuck with this.
I feel like Terrence Howard and Hustle and Flow. Find it, man. Find it, man.
Oh shit!
Find it, man.
Find it, man.
That man was saying man wrong and everything,
Man was saying,
bro.
man, wrong,
That man was saying
bruh.
man with a Y.
Come on, man. Find it, man. That just had like a snap, like a man.
Man was too ugly.
Find it, man.
That's crazy. Be that. B dot.
Who?
B dot.
Who is it?
B dot.
B dot who?
I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking
Like B
about.
Dot from Rap?
I'm thinking about B dot.
Radar?
I'm talking about one shot dot. That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, just talking about B dot.
B dot. Shout out B dot. Anyways.
Oh man, Juju Beezy, man. I wasn't even supposed to check you, bro. I was supposed to go a whole show
Juju
without
Bees?
checking you.
Wow.
You had Juju
You
Beezy?
failed. You failed yourself. Disappointed in you. This shit crazy. This shit snappy.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you snapping. Yeah. Snapping. I already know you finna snap on this joint. Find it, Mike. Yeah. Shit crazy. Yeah.
Bro,
Nuts.
I wanna speak on like
Yes, sir.
what I was saying earlier about a simple pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because we love to create and love to do this shit so much, it's very easy to do a kick pattern, like,
Yeah.
and that shit it still works. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to keep that shit open, so I just like go.
Touch it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Every now and then, like that shit works. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. I love to do like spaced out shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, watch and learn. You won't see this nowhere else. the way up.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, turn it up on the Damn, that shit weird.
Yeah.
That shit seemed like it was louder last time.
Let's turn this shit up. Find some dope keys. Turn this shit back up. sound crazy.
Crazy.
Sound like a Drake beat.
A medieval Drake.
Drakeus.
Drakeus. Yo, play that shit.
It sound like a whole Drake beat right there.
Sir Drizzy looking at me. Sir Drizzy. Medieval Drake, bruh.
Man, Sir Drakeus.
Sir Drake's a lot.
Sir Drakeus of Memphis. Yes, sir.
There goes. There goes.
Go in.
There goes. Can't keep up with the dances these days. There goes.
Somebody trying to do the whoa. You just tried to
I
do the
was
whoa?
trying to do the whoa, bruh. Can't
That
keep
man
up
did the
with it.
wow.
I did the wow. Tried to do the whoa. Ended up doing the motherfucking wow.
Shit.
There goes.
Yeah.
There goes. There goes.
When you cook that up?
It was some shit I just had on there. I don't even know when. Sometime this year though.
For sure.
In the near future.
Come again!
Goddamn.
Tell your friend, Boom Shack
People that got to get down. Come on, all and pull up. Rewind the one day.
Rewind to one day, look at that.
Tell your friend.
Saying that, nigga.
Boom shock.
Boom shakalaka.
People dancing. Taka, come again.
Some crazy shit.
Yo, how long it take you to make a beat?
How long does it take to make? It just depends.
Like
bro.
an idea.
It depends,
It
man.
matter?
If I'm just trying to crank something out, like, you know, and I like.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah, I just go with the flow. Like sometimes, man, somebody will ask me for something. Yo, I need a track. Like, could you send me something real quick? I can cook it up 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how much time I have.
What's the most beats you ever made in a day?
I think like 6.
6?
Yeah. I haven't really tried to like cook up the most beats I possibly can in a day. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, I think I just like.
All that shit don't matter, bro.
Yeah, I
it's
just
just
be
about,
cooking,
you know what I'm saying? As long as you like consistent and consistently like cooking and shit.
Right. I remember, dude. I don't even know if you were there, but we had a rap battle at Scooby's crib. I mean, not a rap battle, fucking beat battle.
Damn.
I don't know. No, you weren't there. I don't think.
Nah, I wasn't there.
It was so
Shout out to
fucking.
Scooby, though.
Man, I missed that man. It was so funny because it was like, it was me and Scoob versus Chief, Xavier Henderson, and who else was there? It was somebody. It was like me and Scoob versus him and Chief, and we were like, who could make a beat? Who could make the best beat in like 5 minutes?
Ah, yeah.
So
man,
we
used to do that shit.
Man, we just cooked up in like 5 minutes, and it was just like some crazy shit, man. It was super dope, man. That shit was like
5 minutes.
trying to cook a beat in 5 minutes is like you start sweating. Like, what am I gonna do?
The kick right
Man,
there
what?
in 5 seconds.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
man. What about you though, man? Like, what's the most amount of beats you cooked up? Because you like have that. You're in the industry, so you've probably had to work quick sometimes, right?
Yeah, you gotta work quick. That's the beauty of like, you know, doing it a bunch and getting your reps up and like repetition.
Facts.
So you'll be able to like do like quality beats like back to back to back to back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember one time Missy had me in the boot camp, and I think I did like 10 beats in like one like sitting, bro. And a sitting like 4 hours.
And they like had
Like
to be
4 or
fire.
5 hours.
Right.
Yeah, the thing with Missy, bro, is you gonna make 100. She gonna have you make 100 before she pick like one of them.
Right.
joints.
Yeah,
think
that's
she
what I
be doing
heard.
that.
That's what I heard about.
I think she really be fucking with like half of them jets, but then have you just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like one of those things like motivational type shit to get you to push you harder.
Right.
But bro, I was doing some shit like shit be crazy.
So you still have? I guess you does she have those beats or this?
Nah, shit, I still got them shits.
So that's the beauty of it. Like, end of the day, you got hella beats, like a fucking crazy ass catalog.
IP, intellectual property, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's very important that people know and understand the value of intellectual property, bro. Like, it can literally like feed your family. Like once you've, you know what I'm saying? Once a person has passed on or whatever.
Right.
Like, it never dies. It's just like I think people should look at it as like just with you know, value and more.
And like, what's the value of like sending beat packs versus cooking up in the
value
studio?
of an idea, period. I mean, you know, the music, like what's created is like valuable.
No, I'm saying talk on like the value of cooking up with the artist versus just sending
there's
beat packs.
value in that too, because it's chemistry, you know what I'm saying? And like I feel like the song, we owe it to the song to have that connection, like that connectivity, like literally being in the flesh, like working on something in person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like just cooking up, exchanging ideas versus sending things back and forth through the email. You can feel that void of
Cause
you know,
it's like
separation.
Because you don't know if they feeling what you sending. You know what I'm saying? Because in the moment, if you cooking up with them, you can tell like, all right, I need to start on a new one. If they're not feeling it, just I don't have to waste my time like cooking
Yeah,
up
you
some-
can be
know
able to
what I'm
peep the
saying?
vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get a feel for the energy.
just get an
That's why it's
overall better
important to
product.
always just have like just a conversation before anything is created, so you can see where they at. They get to see where you at, see what type of music you like to do, what you use, or like, and you can see what they want, or like whatever, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Vibe they're looking for. But it's always best. The music is always amazing when there's chemistry between the artist and the producer. Never fails.
What's the biggest challenge when you first get in the studio with an artist you never worked with? And you are, you about to have a cook up.
It just depends on if the artist is like hard to deal with. Sometimes there may be ego, or like sometimes it could be your own ego. You having to put that down to like compromise, but the compromise has to be met. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to have like a good working relationship with that artist.
Right.
So I think that answered the question.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. I've been finding myself much more comfortable.
What was
with-
the question? I might have wanted to expound it on that.
No, it was about
the hardest.
the biggest challenge.
the biggest
that
challenge,
you
yeah.
find when you first get in the studio with
Yeah.
a new artist, like the artist that you haven't worked with. So,
Yeah. Engineering, bruh. Okay, I'm glad we're talking about this because you may be an advanced producer and want or hear, the song going to a specific destination quicker, and that engineer may not have the know-how or wherewithal to like get your idea across. So that could be a big challenge too, where it's just like it's like a communication barrier sometimes, or where there's like that learning curve that I always mention that I hate, where it's like, sometimes you may want an effect or something and it may not know, or like have that effect to like, get your ideas across. So
producers got to speak up too when they in the sessions.
bro,
Like,
yes, hell yeah. Producers definitely have to speak up. That's a big thing too.
you get invited to a session.
Communication, man. This shit is
Yeah,
all
like-
about communication.
Yeah, I remember like one of my first times in the studio. I'm already a soft-spoken, like quiet kind of person,
Yeah.
and so like I had to get out of that shell, like of if I have an idea, if I have something, because this is my beat that they're, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
too, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I get
That's
it,
what I was
it's
talking
our
about.
song, but like it's important that we produce this together. You know what I'm saying? And I
You mean
have to have my
you
say.
speaking on like collaborating with producers?
No, just the artist.
Oh, the
and
artist.
songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah.
if they're recording over something, it's important for me to be like, yo, I think this needs to be here, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Or at least get the idea out there.
Yeah, you have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because even if it gets rejected,
That's very important.
It's still important that you speak up.
Yeah,
So-
that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's very important. Like if you hear something, or if you hear something like the mix or something, like get your notes off as soon as you have them, so they don't like pile up and you got all these notes and it's like,
Too much going on.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
say
Then
too
a
much.
song will have mixed and you hear it on the radio and it's
Yeah.
like, damn, I forgot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But as
Keep
soon
the
as
integrity
yeah,
of your shit.
yep.
So yeah, bro.
Man, it's always good to like speak on that, or like and never be passive. It's your music.
Right.
At the end of the day, your name is on it too. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
facts, man.
you
It's
gotta
facts. Yeah, man.
like, don't be afraid to like speak up or like speak your mind on something, or like, you know what I'm saying, offer suggestions on shit. It's teamwork.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned, man, because you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid of of putting your ideas out or expressing your ideas. Because I remember, like, I had that problem. I was just like, I don't know. I think this might be whack if I say this, type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta just find a way.
Confidence, man.
Yeah, confidence, and
confident
find a
too.
way to to get, find a way to get your ideas out there, man, because it might be amazing. You know what I'm saying? There have been cases where I've said something that I thought might have been a little, I don't know, and they loved it and they put it in the song and it just made the shit. So you gotta do that, man. Speak the fuck up.
You got to, bro. Got to. Vital.
What's next on the sample docket?
Man, call me off guard.
What's up, man? What's
Man,
up,
call
man?
me off
What's up
guard,
with you,
bro. I
man?
wasn't ready, bro.
What you got, man? What you got for us?
Next on the sample docket.
You
Oh
need to listen
shit,
to it.
Roberto Capaglio.
There you go, my
I
boy.
can't really pronounce the last name. Man.
Fahad, man.
Yeah.
Fahad, man.
Roberto Capaglio. Is it Roberta?
Roberta Capri Sun.
Roberta Capaglio. It's that type shit, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Type beat head.
Type beat head. And
Nah, man.
yeah, when did the type beat become popular?
That's crazy. On YouTube, ever since YouTube, man. Ever since niggas learned how to like monetize from YouTube.
For real?
Yes, bro.
That's not a good sample though. That's a real creeping up out of the forest type thing. When the zombie grab your face type beat.
Dracula and them type beat. Type beats though, man. Travis Scott type beat.
The uncle of Dracula type beat.
Nigga with 4 kids type beat.
Blade, Wesley Snipes at the Blade audition type beat.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know, Blade, you gotta be more type beat, nigga.
Oh no. How important do you think it is for niggas to move? How important you think it is for niggas to move out of they
Man, get the fuck
City,
out of
man.
your comfort zone. Leave.
city? But what if
Leave.
All right,
If
look.
there's opportunity in your city, stay.
All right, so look.
Go to where the opportunities are, or i.e. the land of milk and honey, wherever that may be. Go.
Or if you have the opportunity to travel a lot
Yeah,
and be back and forth.
do that. Usually aspiring producers won't be able to, you know what I'm saying, move around like that. So you like, it would be smarter to just position yourself where all of the labels are, all of the songwriters, all of the suit people, all of the producers or whoever you need to be. Like, you gotta be in the mix.
Immerse yourself, yeah. Right. Bada boom. Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes fucking
Be
sense.
in
bro.
the mix. So make the sacrifice. If you're passionate about what you do,
Yep.
you'll be successful. You'll make it. You just have to be patient and like persistent and just don't give up. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing niggas gotta stop giving up, man. Cause it's like that whole analogy of the seed that's planted is growing. It is maybe just about to burst through the soil, and if you give up,
My boy got deep.
you know what I'm saying?
Soil.
Like if you give up, bro, like you would never know what opportunity might have happened that next day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what should keep people motivated is the chance of opportunity. Every day you should look at every day as a new, you know what I'm saying, opportunity.
It's like this,
Something
my nigga. I'm
happen.
finna break it down for you.
Break it.
If you don't care about, okay, let me rephrase this. If it's not about the money and you love doing it, fucking just make beats. Just do what you do.
that
Just
shit.
do it. Have fun.
Like love it fully.
You know, but you also have to like put yourself in position and like network with certain people to make it work, because it's more than just being talented. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot like to it. You gotta like really be out here in the world, like rubbing elbows with people and like making contacts. Producers, I urge you to find a dope writer, multiple ones, as many as you can. Send music to them. Build relationships with these writers. Get songs. I'm looking at the microphone as if it's the camera. Build relationships with songwriters, producers. That's vital, because your songs will get placed before your beats by themselves will. So build a rapport with these writers and just start feeding them songs, and then you know what I'm saying.
Facts.
Them shits will get placed quicker, way quicker. They'll pay you for a song before they pay you for a beat.
What do you feel about collabs with other producers?
You know,
That seems to be a growing thing right now.
It is,
It's a trending thing.
You know, when you do go to the big cities, niggas be cliquish
That's very
and
true.
be to their
Very
own
true.
little, you know what I'm saying? So
Especially
that
out
be
here.
forcing me to like, man, yo,
Especially
I
out
do
here.
my own thing, you know what I'm saying? I do my own shit.
Right. I think
know?
it's all about the, I guess, the energy, man, of it, you know, what you feel is right. You know what I'm saying? Your instincts and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your gut feelings. Like sometimes, man, sometimes when people hit me up and I'm just like, man, it doesn't really seem right. Like I don't think we would vibe type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
cause I always try to give people a shot, give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? And try to work, but like sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know, so you gotta guard yourself sometimes, man. That's good.
You know what, too, bro? I be looking at it like it's about the allure sometimes that you can exude or like create for yourself, and doing your own thing and establishing a footing first before like trying to like, you know, collaborate with other producers. Sometimes it could be like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, just like you want to have like your own foundation, and you can't like collaborate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't want
Right.
to be like the producer who can't hold his own, or like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like
right.
there's like a certain pedigree with like
Be
establishing a
self-sufficient.
footing and like having a foundation as a producer
Yeah.
first, and then like, you know, branch out and like collab and
Right.
shit too.
Right.
Like, but you can simultaneously do it at the same time, like doing your own thing and then working with other producers, but always be able to produce your own record for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, find out what that is
Right.
first
Right.
before trying to like just co-produce or like add to other people.
Do you care about genres when you produce?
No,
Like,
hell no.
like so.
But because everybody wants the same shit these days,
Don't be mad, bro.
trap is the genre. I ain't mad.
I know. I
I sauce my shit up how I sauce my shit up. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't wanna sound like everybody else in the pack.
That's the problem. Like, I think we were talking about that earlier, but like, man, new producers will say, "Oh, I can do that, so I'm going to just be this type of. I'm just going to produce this." Like, so trap is that thing now where it's just like everybody feels like they can just do it, and niggas are getting on from that shit too. Like, niggas are getting recognized, and getting their placements through just
It's
like.
funny. It's the Twilight Zone, G. It's like you can literally mimic a beat that's out and give it to somebody, and they like, I don't really know. Nigga, this is the epitome of what you want.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like.
Maybe that's negative.
I don't like when I'm just gonna talk about what I don't like right now. I don't like when
This
artists.
is therapy.
I don't like when an artist tells me, "Yo, can you produce? I need a baby type joint. I need a you know, like I love the baby. I love the baby's music, but like
Yeah,
that's just not that's not who I am as a producer. So I think artists should stop asking producers to produce like other people.
That's really interesting because before the placement, they gonna hit you with that. After the placement, they gonna hit you with what your biggest shit was, or like what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the most popping record is, or whatever. They'll be like, yo, I want that. What you did for that artist for me. But that ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's crazy. Like
You gotta. That's all. That all's go.
I'm gonna rewind it.
That all goes back into what we were saying earlier about the communication with
Yeah.
the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, you got to communicate with them that, yo, let's journey somewhere you've never been before. Like, we can't do what everybody else is, you know what I'm saying, doing.
Right. Is that how you think longevity is?
That's exactly where longevity is. If your shit don't sound like everybody else,
Yeah.
your shit will last longer.
Yeah.
Cause motherfuckers ain't trying to. This shit, bro. In 3 years, 5 years from now, this shit'll be so like, it'll be like dated to the ears because just like we be making jokes about that era, the 2005 era when they were using them synths and shit like that. Some of that music didn't age well.
Not at all.
It's all about
You
making
can't use that
classics.
sound shit, yeah.
Me personally, I'm not interested in working on something if it's not about longevity.
Yeah.
Because if I'm looking at music from as it being an art, my art has to be more valuable in 10, 20 years than when I first started because, you know, it appreciates when it's creative or when it's unique.
Appreciates. It appreciates
in value when the music is unique. I came with a crazy art reference right now, but I hope it correlates.
Yeah, no, this shit should. It shouldn't go over nobody's head.
You know what I'm saying? but if you're doing all of this shit that's like the same shit that everybody else doing and shit, then you're running the risk of your music not being memorable because it's in a whole heap of like other songs. So everybody's identifying it, I feel like subconsciously, is pretty much the same shit and tying it to an era. So it may not age well.
Right. I think you stifle yourself too, man. Like if you're doing that, because say you started producing one way and then you started seeing what was hot and who was making money and you started producing like that, you're really literally lowering your vibration to match what's out, you know, to match people, and you're stunting your creativity, and you're like, and this can apply to other areas of your life.
It's the money, man.
You know. So music is one of these things where you have to do it because you love to do it.
People will not go down the unique route with their music because of money.
Just
because okay, boom, you can get these easier ones that are easier to make off. You know what I'm saying? Versus the road less traveled, which is like real unique shit. But the thing about that is good music cannot be denied. Good music can't be denied, and that shit will live forever.
Right. We
just have to protect why we really doing this shit in the first place. Why are we doing this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you ask that question and you know, look at it from an introspective standpoint, why are you doing this shit? Why are we doing it? You doing it for money? Cool. Do the shit that's like popping.
Right.
You don't give a fuck if your shit is remembered or revered,
right,
or if it's remembered in 5 years, or you know what I'm saying, or not anyway.
Facts,
so,
man, facts.
You know, why you doing
real
it?
shit, man.
That's the question.
That is real shit. You gotta ask yourself that, man. Like,
head ass nigga.
Just sound like an old coconut.
The whole drop from the tree with rhythm. Yo, what if you're sitting somewhere and a fucking coconut drops down and makes
Yo, we gotta animate
I
that.
feel like in a producer's world, shit like that happens all the time. Nigga drop a lemon off the counter.
Damn, that was hard.
Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. That's how it happens in a producer's mind, bro.
Man, bro. Most random shit.